Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to an update video. For these update videos, I like to play Peggle 2. It's just kind of what I do. Alright, let's get started here. Number 1. Welcome. I've been on vacation for a little bit. Had time to sit, kind of look at my channel, reflect, what is it? What do I want to happen with it? For 4 years now, I've had this this dream, I suppose, of being a good YouTuber, and not necessarily a famous one. I don't really care about that. I want to be successful, for sure. That's all. I just want people to see my content, a lot of people to see my content, and that's it. I mean, I don't really care about going to, like a Comic-Con or anything, and I get special perks. I just want to play a game for the rest of my life and have that be my job. That's all. I would love to react to those types of things. So number 1 on this update is I am going on a Warpath. I am really sick of seeing YouTubers out there who, because they break the code of ethics, which is pretty much, don't advertise on other people's channels, don't do annoying things like mistitle your videos to make them seem like they're something that they're not. I haven't done that. The only one video on my channel that is something like that is when Dean Ambrose debuted in the WWE at Survivor Series. And when that happened, I told myself, okay, I'm going to allow this video to remain up because I want it to be a reminder to myself that this is the only time I want that type of a video on my channel. And there's been many a time when I have looked at a new subscriber and I go, oh, this is one of those people where they're subscribed to a load of people and they only like a couple of videos, which is a lot of people. It's a huge group of YouTube. I'm guilty of it myself. I don't like every video I watch. Some of them I do, but I'm going on the Warpath, and I'm going to try to get things going here, to be honest. I feel like I don't want to feel inadequate in this business. I don't like failing, and I don't think I'm failing, but I do think that I am not getting the job done. The success I do have is awesome, but it's not success to me. To me, I look back and I look at when I had 1 subscriber, and that was cool, but then the supporters I had from when I was a 1 subscriber have gone, and because I've changed my channel a little bit, and I lose those main people, those supporters, or they just disappear, and then suddenly I get new supporters, and it just kind of works out that way. It always works out where I have someone backing me up and liking my content. And right now we're getting great numbers on WWE, great numbers on the NBA videos, and an awesome show of support for the World Series of Poker, which I think is a very underutilized area of the YouTube genre, is poker or skill type games like that. And I would love to be a part of those. So part of this going to Warpath is I'm not going to play nice anymore. It's top of the mountain or bust. I will advertise on people's channels. I'm going to do everything I need to do to get my name out there, to get my brand out there. And if that ruffles feathers, so be it, because if I fail, I'm not going to be a part of this business much longer anyway. Like I said, I'll still continue to always do YouTube videos because it's just so much fun. But the amount of work that I would put into them would go down. All this other stuff, and that's just kind of how it's gonna go from now on. I need to put myself in this position where if I don't succeed, I'm done. Because if I do that, then I can feel like I'm backed up against the wall, and this is it. And if I do that, I hope that it would help me keep motivated to doing great videos. I mean, like great videos, like properly edited ones with fancy intros and outros. That's step number like 4 or 5 here in this update video, is get an intro, get something going that actually gets people interested right off the bat. That's another thing that I failed to do, is those basics in YouTube. You know, the entrance video, the intro video for my channel, which is something I'm going to talk about. All those other things, I need to do that, not because I want to or I feel it's necessary, but because it kind of is necessary. I mean, I don't really like, I'm a really run-of-the-mill guy. I'm a really just no-nonsense, okay, if you like it, if you don't, you don't. Every channel I subscribe to, I look at all their videos, I look at how often they update their channel, how often they upload a video, and that's how I do my basis. I don't look at their intro video, but I guess I do need an intro video, because I'm assuming most do. The other thing I want to talk about is, what would be my age group here? I mean, if I'm doing mostly sports and poker, I would assume teenagers, right? I would assume kids from 12 to maybe 22 who think, or who don't have, you know, a job or many things to do, so they watch YouTube videos. That's what I think my demographic is, and I think I really relate to most people. I feel like I'm okay for kids to watch. I feel like I'm okay for adults to watch too, because there's a lot of things that I don't know. So I guess in the video you guys can probably help me out in the comments and stuff, but I kind of want to get a thumb on the pulse of who's watching, how old. I guess I could look at the demographics, and that could be another video, and we could kind of, when I make my intro or something, I guess I'll look at my demographic, and we'll update that. The other thing I wanted to talk about this Warpath thing is that I'm just sick of feeling like I'm a failure, and I don't think I'm a failure, but I do think that I could have done so much better, just starting from the get-go. And even my most recent stuff, I rewatch it and I go, I could have done better than that. What is that? But I mean, things come up, and I don't get time, and I certainly don't have money to improve my editing system. So I'm really starting to go on a warpath here. I'm going to be getting a job here soon, and a lot of people would think that that would slow my video upload rate. Probably will, maybe, but with my new daily content being pure poker, which is the plan now, I don't think that that's going to be a problem. You're almost guaranteed a video every single day, because poker does not get old for me. And I may, wink wink, start after a full playthrough of World Series of Poker. I may start real life poker for real life money, and I might start showing that. I don't think that there's a problem with that on YouTube. I think I've seen people do it, and I haven't seen any strikes on their videos. And if I can't monetize it, fine. That's okay. That's okay with me. Whatever. It's just something that I notice on YouTube that there's a huge lack of, is poker-related videos, and I think that's a shame. Okay, my channel intro. I want to do mostly sports, right? I mean, sports is kind of my niche. It's kind of my thing. Playthroughs don't fly anymore, do they? This is one thing I said that I would do, and that's like a Batman playthrough, a Far Cry 4 playthrough, which are all great channel classics on my channel, which some have been deleted because of late night random deletions of my playlists, not playlists, but videos that have been flagged, and I have just deleted some of them, and they're the older versions, so some of them are not perfect, they're not complete, which is a shame, and I really regret doing that. I would have rather keep the whatevers, the strikes, and I would have just let the videos stay up. So what we need to be doing is focusing on sports, and I think poker counts as a sport. WWE counts as a sport. I might dabble in UFC. That's a year-round thing. It's got a lot of fans, and I would just assume that would be a good, that would be a good area to roam, if that makes sense. I would love to get into UFC more. And now that it's been, let's see, I started watching UFC in January. It's now July 14th. I'm more involved in the sport. My favorite guy that hooked me from the get-go was Conor McGregor. So if a lot of you are UFC fans and you don't think Conor McGregor did anything for the sport, you think he's just a loudmouth, let me tell you, man, if it was not for him, I think it was October, I think he had a... No, that was DC. That was Daniel Cormier. If it was not for Conor McGregor fighting, though, in January, I would not be watching UFC. He's just exciting, and I would not have known that there were those types of characters in the UFC. And it's getting better. It's getting better, this UFC. I mean, you've got, in the flyweight division, you've got Mighty Mouse, who's an amazing good guy. He's just a nice guy. And then he's going to be fighting, I don't remember his name, but he reminds me of Floyd Money Mayweather a little bit, where he's small and he's fast. Jonathan Dodson, I think his name is. It sounds like another YouTuber, I know. But yeah, so like, what I'm saying is, like, UFC's got all these characters, and I love the UFC, so I might be trying to do more UFC stuff. I might bring back Friday night fight nights. Or I called it, Friday night, we fight Friday nights, fight Fridays, I don't remember, I called it like F cubed or something like that, and we might get every Friday a UFC type of video, a well done UFC type of video, and I just don't know what kind of thing I want to do with that yet. Like, do I want to do just career mode on the EA UFC game, or do I want to actually, go into things? I don't want to do a whole lot of research. Shoot, I screwed that up. But I do want to get more involved. Ooh. Alright, one more. WWE stuff. So WWE stuff's gonna obviously stay. I mean, I'm a hopeless romantic when it comes to WWE, no matter how good or bad it gets. Recently, the Divas division, they have finally listened to the fans. I think it's been like 4 years since they last did this. The last time they did something good with the Divas was about 3-4 years ago, when they got rid of Kelly and Eve was becoming, and not Eva Marie, Eve was becoming the top girl, and right before the Zack Ryder stuff, the Divas were starting to get good, and they were starting to get interesting with AJ and with all those other Divas, and then it just devolved again once the Bellas came back, and I mean, the Bellas are fine wrestlers, but they're not good wrestlers. Does that make sense? They're great in the ring to an extent, but as an overall package, I just don't believe it anymore. It's like, how many times does a referee have to see Twin Magic to realize that, oh, okay, so they're cheating, maybe, and that now they're doing it like, I don't know, the Divas division has been trash. That could be a whole other video. I could talk about 30 minutes about how horrible the Divas division is, but recently they're fixing it. So, of course, WWE is going to stick around, because no matter how bad it gets, I still watch it. I can't stop. It's one of the things that has kind of just defined my life. And I think it does a lot with my dad, who I don't see anymore, and my grandpa, who's passed away. Both watch wrestling. And that's just kind of what we always did. That was the guy thing to do, was watch wrestling while we ate dinner. And the girls of the house would hate it. They would not like the wrestling. But anyway, so wrestling will continue to go up. I will be doing random playthroughs of video games like Batman and Far Cry 3, but maybe not this year. I haven't even played, or Far Cry 4, I haven't even played Far Cry 4 yet. So I can definitely see myself doing that. Arkham Knight, I played it. I've beat it 100%. I don't feel like there's anything for me to say in a playthrough that would be intriguing to any of you. The only thing that I think would be any glitches or whatever that would happen in the playthrough. Shoot. So anyway, we will continue on and let that be like that. So more sports related stuff, and I tried to get into baseball and it just didn't work. There's no baseball game out there for me to play, so I mean, it's like, why watch baseball if I can't play baseball? It makes me mad, and I can't play the older versions anymore because they can't stand the test of time. Alright, so what I really want to say to cap this video off is I need your support. I need your help. Alright, I see other channels get loads of comments, loads of support because they ask for it. And I usually go, I don't want to ask for it because I don't want to be, I guess, annoying. But now I'm going to have to. I mean, all the channels that I notice have an intro, and I think I have my intro down pretty good, where it's hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the World Series of Poker. I'm Derek D. Ginger King, otherwise known as the Ginger King, like that type of thing. I have that down, but I always forget to do an outro. I just go, okay, we'll see you next time. But I feel like now I have to remind you people a little more to be involved, to make this a community, because I just don't feel like I've done that enough, and that's my fault. I've really made that a non-factor in my channel, and it needs to be. It needs to be a non-factor. I'm convinced at this point. To be a successful YouTube channel, I should have to put in the work that others did and just do the basics. And I haven't been doing the basics. So that's my fault, that's my mistake, and I will try to remedy that from here on out. So we will try to be talking to you more. And with my WWE stuff, it's going to be interesting because I'm usually in character for that. But we shall see. Another thing I want to talk to you about real quickly is on this Warpath, I'm going to get emotional. I'm going to get mad. I'm going to get happy. I'm going to get sad. I'm going to be a very emotional person because I get emotional when I'm serious about things. I'm serious about this. So, I don't want you to confuse my anger for anything other than just a mood, alright? I mean, you can call it my time of the month. It happens every once in a while. I get a little emotional, and I start freaking out on people. And I start going crazy and taking things personally. And I shouldn't. I need to be better about that. To have your support and your help, I need to also have the standard of not being an asshole all the time. Only some of the time, though. And that's the other side of the coin. And to me, it's funny I say that because I'm a huge Batman fan. But I feel like I really do. If I went to a doctor or psychiatrist, I feel like they'd diagnose me with dual personality disorder or bipolar or whatever. Because some days I feel happy and I'm okay. And other days I'm just an angry, angry little man. And I'm very upset and I don't want to do anything. I don't want to do any videos. I don't want to do anything. But that's only sometimes. That's a very small time. Other times I feel so inspired. And I'm like, oh man, I've got to do that video. And then I just never get around to it because I just, I get discouraged. I discourage myself. So I get really emotional. And I'm going to continue to be emotional. I don't think that's something about myself that I can change. So I will try to start being a little less emotional when I need to be, and I do want to warn you that almost today I caught myself and I took a nap, but almost today Evil Derek almost made a video about this, and instead I took a nap, I woke up, Evil Derek was gone, and me, the Ginger King, I was here to do an update video, to soothe Evil Derek's needs, his qualms, because if he were to make a video, you would know it. You would know it's totally different. Right now I'm happy. I'm in my happy voice. You can hear me. You hear my voice. Evil Derek is no joke. He is very much real. It's like Jekyll and Mr. Hyde up in here. Or Two-Face. I mean, that's serious. Like Gollum Schmeagol. It's all here. I am a nut job. I'm crazy. I'm a crazy person. Okay? And the sooner you realize that, the better. And sometime, I do believe that Evil Derek will make a video. And if he does, it's going to be something like Monopoly. Like the Monopoly video is very popular. That's Evil Derek's doing. When Evil Derek's in a pissed off mood and he wants to see how good he is compared to other human beings, other people, other computers, that's Evil Derek. Evil Derek is the whole thing behind those Monopoly. Ginger King cannot play Monopoly. Evil Derek plays Monopoly. So that's why Monopoly's kind of a hard game to just play and continue that series, because it's an Evil Derek thing. I've got to be in the right mood to play Monopoly, especially because Evil Derek is undefeated in Monopoly. Me, I'm Derek, and I haven't played Monopoly. So, I mean, I play Monopoly. Of course I play Monopoly. I am Evil Derek. Evil Derek is me. But what I'm saying is, Evil Derek is the undefeated one. I'm sure there have been times in my childhood where I tried to play Monopoly and it failed. But the mentality of Evil Derek on YouTube, he is undefeated, legit. And that's not a fake thing I'm saying on those videos. That's a legit thing. So yeah, so expect Evil Derek videos, and if you do see an Evil Derek video, I think I might make a logo for it. I think it's called for. I think it's a huge part of me, and I feel like it's good to finalize why people go, oh, he was nice the other day in this video, and now he sounds ornery and rude. What happened? It's because I'm not in control anymore. Evil Derek is. And I know that sounds crazy. I hope a lot of you understand. And I'm not saying it is a jokey thing either. This is a real thing that I don't struggle with it because I don't feel like it's a bad thing. It's just an interesting, odd thing about myself. I find people interesting, and I find myself super interesting sometimes. And this is one of the reasons why I find myself super interesting, is because sometimes I'm happy and sometimes I'm just a pissed off, angry little person. So that being said, I need your support. I want to make this channel better. I hope that this hasn't been dragging on or anything. I don't know if I want to edit it because I'm just not that type of a YouTuber. You know, I want you to hear my full thoughts. I don't want you to hear my edited thoughts of what I only want you to hear. If I messed up or something, good. I want you to tell me, oh, this is where you said like the same sentence twice or something. Because if that happens, it means I've lost sense of reality and I've said something twice, and it means I've actually lost my mind. So if something like that does happen, at least it's on YouTube where there's proof. So if anything like that happens, anything crazy that you think that I need to be brought up, please tell me. because I would be very fascinated if I lost consciousness and Evil Derek just took over totally. I don't know. I'll make another Evil Derek video and I'll explain it a little better, I suppose. But bottom line, I need your support. I need you to help me out. And Evil Derek might not say this as nicely as Ginger King is, but I really will try this for sure. We are gonna go forward. We're not gonna stop. We're not gonna say sorry. Evil Derek is kind of taking over. He's kind of, guiding me, and we're going to get this done. We're gonna become something. I don't know if we're gonna become something great, but definitely something. And I don't care if people come to laugh at me, laugh with me, as long as everyone's happy and in a good mood, commenting, liking the video. I'm totally cool with it. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching this video. If I could have you like the video and share it, that would be great. If you love poker, I do poker. If you love wrestling, I do wrestling. If you love sports, I do sports. If you want me to play something, let me know. There's been a lot of requests, and I will be trying to get back to those commenters. I've been on vacation, so I will try to get back to you. Other than that, thank you for watching. I'm super excited to be moving on into this next stage of this YouTube channel, and I look forward to each and every one of you helping me out or not doing anything at all, I guess. Thank you. And here's a new goal. We're gonna make a goal here. I feel like goals are needed. I want 2,000 subscribers by the end of the year. It's not too much to ask, but that's what I want. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Derek D, Ginger King, and a little bit of Evil Derek checking out.